Okay guys, we're back. I didn't quite make it to the shop. I'm really going, but still have enough ammo for sure. So it should be fine. And I caught up on my buddies because we're walking to the store. Just chaos with people shooting bullets everywhere until I can get away from them. See if I can sneak off. Sneak off over here. You can't see me. I'm gone. But I do own Dead Space 1 and Dead Space 2. Oh, sorry. I do like the first Dead Space a lot better than the second one. And I have to admit, I hate the story in both the games. The story's terrible. So you're not gonna get much story out of me. I mean, I don't think I can skip shit in my game. It's just like your cutscenes and stuff. It's like those cutscenes where you can still move around and things. It's not really a cutscene. It's an interactive cutscene. So, I mean, you'll get the full story out of Dead Space if I play it. I probably will here. I'm kind of creating a survival horror game. But it's not good. It's not a good story at all. There's a lot of plot holes and nothing really makes sense in it at all. Especially in Dead Space 2. I mean, I don't know where they were going with writing that game story-wise, but I don't know. I'd like to know. I saw a post on Steam not too long ago about the developer talking about. I don't know what game is it. Let me get this right. Man, what game is it? It's the developer of Dead Space, and he was talking about another game, and he was saying how bad the story writing was. And when I saw that, I can't remember the game. I think it was Gears of War. I think he was talking about Gears of War. Don't quote me on that. But he was talking about how bad the story was in Gears of War. And I've never played Gears of War. I had a coworker when I worked at a Game Crazy store. She really liked Gears of War, and I'd like to say she had a decent taste in video games. So I mean, I've never played it, but I don't know. I guess I can't say it's a good story, so I never played it, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad, I guess. I'd say I don't know. But I do know there's something do know something, sure. And that's that Dead Space's story is atrocious. It is really bad. And when I saw this, I was like, this guy has like no right talking about another game's story when his is so bad. But then I got to reading it, and I was expecting him to just bash Gears of War. But I don't know, I was like reading it, and he wasn't. He was bashing his own game. He was bashing, I guess he was like the lead story writer or something. He was talking about how many plot holes and all kinds of stuff there was in Dead Space, and especially in Dead Space 2. Like, he was talking about how they had he was like, oh yeah, you remember that final boss fight? He's like, I don't have no idea where that came from. He's like, that was a last minute addition to the game before we launched it or something like that. And it's just like, wow, I mean, like, I can totally tell that. Because it was fucking terrible. But the gameplay, I like the gameplay. Oh,
I like the big ones, don't you?
Stand still, I'm trying to help.
But I like the atmosphere in Dead Space. I like thanks for trapping me, bro. I like the atmosphere in Dead Space. I like space survival horrors. I like the enemies in Dead Space. I think it's all good. I think they could have done with some better story writing.
Make your mind up quick, boys.
I mean, I do a lot of writing for like D&D games, things like that. I don't think I'm any good at it, but I do think I know a little bit about story writing, at least a little bit. I mean, like, I have been doing D&D adventures for about 5 or 6 years now, so I like to think I know a little bit about story writing. So like when I play games like I Divine Cybermancy, which is actually something I might record here, that game is very mysterious. The plot is very shrouded. But even with it, I feel like I understand what the game is getting at. Like I understand the unexplained. I'll spend time actually reading. Like they have a library in that game where you could just read archives of stuff. I'll spend time reading that kind of lore and figuring everything out. So like I know the game has about 3 or 4 endings, and by doing only the first ending, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of what's actually going on and stuff in it. But like in Dead Space, man, it's just terrible. Like I try to piece everything together, fill in plot holes and stuff, and I always come to just really weird conclusions on it. Just things I don't understand. Like I think I kind of get it, and then I don't. And then you kind of read this article by the story writer, and it turns out that there's really even nothing there to piece anything together. I mean, it was really just. Can I get up here? No, I'm gonna fall. It was really just man, shit. It was really bad, and it kind of made me sad. Oh no, flesh pound! Oh, I don't know. I got killed. Oh, let's watch some other people, I guess. But it kind of made me sad that they didn't have their lore stuff together. So, I mean, I'll probably play it here. It's not that Dead Space 1 and 2 are not that long of a game. Dead Space 1 probably get through it in about maybe 57 hours, and Dead Space 2 probably about the same time. And I mean, while I go through it, I'll do like my analysis, of course, on the plot, things like that. But it's mainly just gonna be gameplay stuff. Go number 1, go! This is your adventure number 1. You will never see this video, because you will never know about it, because no one knows about me. I don't know about it. This is your story number 1. Of how you and your shotgun fought off a horde of specimens that were after your brain and your body to turn you into, and your partner just died from a flesh pound. You are alone, except you have 2 partners. Your other partner, Kuma, and Loki. Let's call him Mr. Badass. You guys are underneath a highway thing, and on a highway as well. You decide to go into a building. You see a dead body on the floor, and decide this is the correct place to go instead. Oh my god, you're ambushed by zombies. I can't say that. Are they getting stuck in the doorway? I like that. Suddenly there's a scrake outside. You don't know what to do. Loki yells, "Look out!" Number 1 is not afraid. He takes the hit, except he backs up. Oh no, a flesh pound comes behind him, and the scrake. Number 1 is going down. He gets sawed in half. Maybe? Oh, clots. Him smacks him in the back of the head. Oh, and bodies fly everywhere as grenade goes off. And number 1 sinks through the floor. Loki is running from a flesh pound. The flesh pound is not angered. You can tell that by the yellow light on his chest. Oh, and he still takes some hits. He pulls out his knife so he can run faster in good counter-strike fashion. He'll get some distance and shoot some bullets. Except he's... Uh-oh. He's surrounded. He's got his trusty gun. And the flesh pound is angered. It runs at Loki from behind, wielding its fists in the air, smashing his head in and killing him instantly. Now there is only one. Kuma, armed with the handgun. Loki from his grave says for fuck's sake. Takes a lot of shots at him. To no avail. Gets hit, and hit again. Will he get it down? The flesh pound takes bullet after bullet to the head as they go into a stare down. Is angry again. Charges Kuma. Boom! Boom! And Kuma goes down. Our squad was wiped out. Kuma says. Well, everyone, thanks for joining me in Killing Floor. I will see you in my next recording. Closing out.